For the vast majority of human history, we were... You did it. Congratulations, Hank. Now I am your king. I'm trying to talk about big history, man. So the original ending of... Hank, we're going to recreate the original ending of Paper Towns. If you could just stay right down there. The original ending of my novel, Paper Towns. No, cameraman, stay where you were. Or woman. Camera person, go back to where you were. Hank, no, hide your hands. Do you not remember? Both of them. The original ending of my third novel, Paper Towns, took place in Kashmir. You know, like, it's not, Kashmir, far away from where we are now. And there was an earthquake. Margot Ross Spiegelman had gone to Kashmir to see this weird city that an artist has built over the course of many decades. And there was an earthquake that destroyed this city of fake people. And Quentin made it just after the earthquake happened to find Margot. And she was buried in the rubble, of course. And the last moment of the book. Hey, you don't have a hand up yet. The last moment of the book. The last thing that happens in the novel is Margot Ross Spiegelman's hand emerging from the rubble and forming a fist. The end. Imagine if the whole book, those of you who have read Paper Towns, don't feel obligated to. You don't need to read my books to be a nerd fighter or like Hank's music. Although you really should like Hank's music. Playing this evening in the main stage. So, imagine those of you who've read Paper Towns, if the book that you read was the exact same, there's a copy of it. The book that you read was the exact same all the way through. Until like the last 50 pages, and suddenly it all took place in Kashmir. And finally ended with an earthquake and Margot Ross Spiegelman's hand coming out of the rubble and forming a fist, and the end. How great would that have been? So, I feel the same way. I want to be a nerd fighter. I want it to be something that I am for the rest of my life. And I hope that there will be other...
Can we put it on your tombstone?
I'd have to ask my family, because my tombstone isn't really about me.
Husband, father, nerd fighter.
Now I'm getting a little worried that we're like inviting death soon. Because it's like, like Abraham Lincoln had a dream about dying the night before he died. And then like if we die on the plane ride home, people are going to be like, oh, that's funny, he said he wanted it to be on his tombstone. Just to be clear, I want whoever is alive, I want them to decide what's on my tombstone, because I want it to be useful to them, because it is of absolutely no interest to me.
Yeah, I mean, so where Nerdfighteria goes, I mean, obviously, when I think about the future, I don't think about end. I think about, just like a series of ideas, and even if that's not the word, I think that the culture, the ideas, and like even if it has a very small effect on individual people, like those effects are like matter and are important and last for a very long time. But
they last for a lifetime. I mean, the end of Nerdfighteria is the moment the last person who. The last time that someone thinks about being a nerd fighter or feels transformed.
I don't like where we're going.
Feels transformed. I mean, it will happen, of course, but like it's the last time that someone feels conscious of being transformed by Nerdfighteria, and even then, it's not really over, because maybe that person was shaped by something within this community that affected someone else, and it can sort of ripple on, and maybe in that way, like. It survives, and I think in a way like we survived, the way that we've touched each other and affected each other survives until there are no human beings anymore, at which point, who cares?
Yeah, like that's the like, yeah,
there's my hope for,
yeah.
That's the best I got.
It's a pretty good book. And like I just like it's really actually it's changed the way I think about that sort of thing. Like I think it's so fantastic. Like the idea that it's all about being remembered. It's not. It's about now. It's about, just like you said, like how do you know what to do with your life? You don't. You know what to do with the day. It's not about what we do with. It's not about how many people we affect. It's about connecting. It's about having a connection now and having an effect now.
We don't have. Yeah, clap for him. A lot of people find it very sad to think that there is no forever, at least no earthly forever, and like it's something that's very difficult for them to contemplate. But I find it very liberating. I find it kind of joyful because it makes now miraculous. It makes now more special than